He's given you an opportunity to think he might be able to be the starting quarterback next year, but he's not absolutely convinced. I couldn't agree more.
What does he need to do to convince people, though?
Play it for a while, Andy.
Well,
Cody Kessler rocked it for the first 3 starts of his career. We went over that yesterday. Cody rocked it. Wonder who he's rocking for now.
What got in his way? Deshaun Kaiser?
No, it's just the ability, Andy. Ability, and ended up getting in his way. Guys have been able to step in and play quarterback at a decent level in the league. Kelly Holcomb did, but Kelly wasn't anybody's idea of a starting quarterback. Neither was Cody Kessler, as it turned out. And he just needs to keep going. I mean, he's off to a fine start. Just keep it going. And I hope he puts himself in position where this team thinks it doesn't have to reach for a quarterback next year. That's my fear. That because they have 2 first-round picks now, they reach for a quarterback.
I'm wondering if folks can lean into the thought of him just being the starting quarterback next year and make life easy. Can they just lean into it and go, yep, Shedeur's a starter next year. I can live with that. We're good. Let's go draft some. Actually, let's see how this thing plays out at the end of the year. Let's see what kind of a draft pick we have. If we're super high and someone's looking for our pick, let's split it like we did last year, end up with 2 first-round picks. Could end up with what you've already got 2 for this year. Maybe you drop back and pick up another first-round pick, or you pick up another. I mean, you could end up with 3. Do you know how quick you could change this franchise's fate moving forward with maybe 3 first-round picks this year and 2 the next? First of all, you could rebuild the offensive line with no questions asked. You'd be young, but you could do that. You could bring in free agents. You could upgrade the wide receiving room, which they desperately need. There are other things they'd be able to do. The more you think about it, you should be rooting for Shedeur Sanders to take this job and own it moving forward. It just makes life too easy. Let's change the narrative. The narrative is no longer where was he drafted. Today, as we walk into this game against the Bears this weekend, he is the Browns starting quarterback. It doesn't matter where he was drafted.
That's true.
That's all that matters now. Good.
Yeah, and if he wins, that's what the narrative will be moving forward, and we can stop arguing about
my point all
what
week,
the media thought. I mean, the harder part is what the league thought, Elton. Like, at some point, again, I'm like, I think the thing that bothers me is every team in the NFL passed on him. Every team, multiple times. And the Browns are the team that decided to pick him. Like, the Browns don't get credit for that. They just get, because of the way things have played out here, they get ripped left and right. Why is no one ripping every team in the NFL other than the Browns for not selecting him? That's the other point to this story. Like, I don't hear anybody ripping other teams. Oh, why didn't Tampa Bay take him? Why didn't I can go through a million. I can go through all the teams. Why didn't they take him? And yet the Browns are at fault for taking him? Get him out of Cleveland. This isn't the right place. Well, why didn't the other teams take him? This drives me nuts. But you know what? I'm done with it. You know what I am saying? Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. That is a fact. And it doesn't matter where he was selected.
Cody Kessler in his last 2 years of college and Shedeur in his 2 years at Colorado. 64 yards difference in passing, edge to Shedeur. 4 more touchdowns, edge to Kessler. 1 fewer interception, Kessler. So they were both really pretty good. See, can we just do this, Andy? I've said this all week. Can we forget all the crap that has led up to this and live in the day? The starting quarterback of the Browns is Shedeur Sanders. End of story. You can think that they poo-pooed on him, whatever you want to think. He's the starting quarterback of the Browns. And if he goes out and plays well, he's going to be next year. And I hope he is.
But what's it going to take to get everyone there?
But it's been 3 starts. So you drafted a guy, and Kessler's just the guy that I mentioned because of the little exercise we did yesterday. He was really good in college, just like Shedeur. And he flamed out after 3 seasons in the NFL.
I don't know. I know there was a guy that was an MVP in 1980 that was drafted in the 13th round. So every team passed on him at least 12 times. Remember him? Brian Sipe? Yeah. I think it's funny. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, can we just accept the fact that he's a starting quarterback?
I mean, are you looking for benchmarks? Because I could give you benchmarks. Give me 250 to 300 yards, throw more touchdowns than interceptions. Run an offense that looks like a functional NFL offense. You give me that for 7 games, I'm in.
The problem is the variables are going to, if it doesn't work, people are going to look at the variables and say, what'd you ask for? How many games at 250 plus?
Give me somewhere between 250 yards to 300, run a functional NFL offense, more touchdowns than interceptions over this 7-game run that we're in the middle of. If he can pull that off, I'm in. And even if we got a game or two that's at 200 yards, but more touchdowns than interceptions, I feel good. All right, let's go.
Are you cutting him any
time, and I'm going to use it.
Are you cutting him any slack? 1, because he's a rookie, and I think we should.
Yes.
And 2, you're looking at your 9th different setup for your offensive line.
Oh, the
moving
offensive
into this
line's
week.
a mess. I mean, we can't deny that. It's been a mess the whole season. It's just, that's what I'm looking for. You say, if you want benchmarks, that's where the benchmarks are. More than anything else, run a functional NFL offense. That is 1-1 starred, highlighted, and bolded. And so far, he has run a functional NFL offense against the Raiders and against the Titans. 49ers
so you're
was
on
a
your
little
way.
shaky.
You're on your way. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
49ers was a little shaky. I think we can all say that with good faith.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see what he does with Dennis Allen and whatever game plan he has there. If he can dissect it and throw it and tear it apart, it's more evidence in the category that you're not looking for a quarterback, can build the offensive line, can build the wide receiver group, and feel good about it going into next season. Run
do you have a benchmark then, Jeff, or no?
Nope.
I don't. I
just
tend to
want to
agree
see him
with you.
play. I just want to see him play.
I don't know that he necessarily has to get more than the fact that he got over 200 yards is great, because Gabriel couldn't get there. For a kid or a guy that had 200 yards every game his last year of college at Oregon, he couldn't. He struggled to get anywhere near there.
Well, you could also make the argument that maybe they didn't let him, which is the argument we were making in Shedeur's first couple of starts. All right,
do you want to get into? I mean,
there's them to turn him loose, and they did.
There's a yak issue there too.
So drop it to 200. Okay, I'm in. 200 to 250. That feels good. That feels like a functional, watchable NFL offense that can compete across the league.
The other part here is the yards after the catch. Like, if you can get the ball to Fannin, I feel like you're getting 5 to 6 yards every time he catches that ball after the fact. Then that pads that number. And so I think you have to watch it with a close eye. He's our starting quarterback. Can we just move forward?
Yep.
I'm tired of all these stories behind the scenes. I am. And
I'm tired of everything that happened in the past. Well, he should have started earlier. He should have been drafted high. Okay, who cares? He's the starting quarterback of the Browns right now.
Right.
End of story.
I mean, we live in this.
Let's see how it goes moving forward. And just like every other quarterback in the NFL who is a young person and trying to get somewhere, if they don't do the job, they'll be replaced. And if he does the job, they will use him.
Not everyone has an agenda for what's going on. My agenda is to see the team I grew up win games on Sunday and sit here and not have to be in misery watching everybody else's teams play in the playoffs.
Does the guy wear an orange helmet, Andy?
Yes.
Then
sometimes white, though.
Let's root for him.
We have a different. We do have the alternative helmet now.
Yeah. If you want to be the Miami Hurricanes for a week, we can wear those white ones.